You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Owens. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Bully ball on third and short. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Can't get him to the ground. Maybe some room here. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Manning. Rushes on him. Rolling right and going deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. Bookham is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
To throw, Manning. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Unloads to the right.
He's fine.
Touchdown, Texas. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Throwing Reed. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Fights off the defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Here's Reed to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Aggies have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man. It's Reed. They're setting up the screen. Nice move there. Makes the grab in their space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And you really want to to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, he's got some space. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Running inside. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating a loss on first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Got it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
The run inside. It Smothers. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Arch Madness. Makes the grab. It's Smothers. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it for a big play. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here's Arch to throw. Looking for the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Arch is going to throw for it. gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Ringo. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Manning to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Manning to throw for it on fourth. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Options galore here. Second and just a few inches. Reed. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morrow. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Texas A&M going quickly. On the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Got a man in the middle. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turning on the Jets. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the red zone, it's Morrow. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He breaks a tackle. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They marched 78 yards down the field, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Snagged out of the air. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Throwing Manning. Complete. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but it's a dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance and nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Reed gets it out fast. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Aggies want to move quickly.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.